I was reading a great quote over the weekend, said navigating FX markets right now feels like trying to interpret chaos theory in real time. That must feel like your job at the moment. But a stronger dollar is everywhere.
Yeah, and I mean, really, that's kind of been the favourite tariff trade sort of coming into this year. We've seen sort of people betting on the dollar rising back towards the highest since 2019. And it seems like that has really been the right trade to make in preparation for these tariffs. We're seeing the dollar again stronger today, up more than 1%, according to the Bloomberg Dollar Index. Last week, we saw its best week since November as people kind of geared up towards these kind of incoming tariffs. So, yes, strong dollar against pretty much everything. Obviously, we're seeing, the Mexican peso take a hit today. We're seeing the Canadian dollar take a hit today, as you would imagine. But what I'm really kind of looking at over the next couple of days is the euro, because we have that really interesting dimension about whether the euro is going to head towards parity with the dollar. That's something that a lot of people on Wall Street have been talking about. Goldman Sachs reiterating yesterday that they see euro-dollar parity being absolutely kind of a thing in the next kind of couple of weeks, potentially, couple of months, perhaps. But, so we're really kind of looking to see that. That is not necessarily taking it on the chin as much as the others yet, but when you look at kind of the bigger sort of global balance of trade, I think that's going to be one to keep an eye on.
Where are we in this journey? So markets clearly didn't completely believe that tariffs were coming. This weekend's a bit of a shock. We now know that tariffs are coming in whatever shape or form. When do we start discounting what comes next, i.e. how long this lasts? Because that seems now the critical question. Could it be over in a few days? Is this still a negotiating tactic? Is this something that is more sustainable? When do you think we get our heads around that bit? I
think you're articulating what everyone on Wall Street is asking themselves this morning, because we don't know, is the short answer. We have until tomorrow before tariffs actually come in. They come in at midnight on Tuesday. There are calls scheduled for Trump to talk with Trudeau and also with Sheinbaum today, Canada and Mexico respectively. So again, there's that question of, do these actually come in? Is there a last-minute deal? Do we see some kind of way to sort of actually make these slightly less punitive and perhaps they would otherwise be? But at the moment, everyone is going with the base case that these are coming in and this is happening. And actually, the response today feels pretty measured.
Yeah.
I'm really interested to see what happens when China reopens properly from the Lunar New Year holidays. We've seen Chinese stocks really kind of holding up in Hong Kong. The yuan onshore isn't trading. Offshore, it's looking actually OK. But you've got to wonder a little bit about, whether there's any kind of moves behind the scenes to kind of support things. There's no evidence of that, but one does wonder. And I think if we see things really fall, particularly Asian currencies at the open when China starts trading again, that will be something to worry about, really.